Hello there everyone, welcome to a new video. It is me, Desiree, and this is the third time I'm making this video. I filmed this literally a minute ago, and then when I went to watch the video back, it said camera unexpectedly stopped and it didn't save the video. And I did a whole try on of all the products, so we're just gonna do a little unbagging and rundown of my thoughts on these products because I can't do it again. I already have the face on. So this is the Sephora Favorites Sunkissed Glow set. It was $45. It's Bronze and Glow Essentials. It has one bronzer, a couple highlights, a couple eyeshadows, a lip product, a highlighter, a powder, all the cool stuff you would need to get a bronzy, glowy look for summer. And let me just open the bag, show you the products, and give you my thoughts on them. I've used them twice already because I used them when I unbagged it, and then I had the idea to do a try on, washed my face, recorded the whole try on, and then it didn't record. So I've already had all the products on. I'll give you my quick thoughts. So the first thing that's in here is the Marc Jacobs Dewdrops Coconut Gel Highlighter. This is the shade Do You. I don't really know what to do with products like these, so what I did was I mixed it in with my foundation, and then afterwards I got some and tapped it on my cheekbones, and I really like the way it looks. It's really like a really light kind of gold. I feel like a lot of I don't know. I was just gonna say a lot of skin tones can use it, but I don't know if a lot of skin tones can use it. But I think it looks really cool, and I think, I don't know. I liked it. It's not sticky or anything. It dries down really easily, and I thought it looked nice, just on its own. But of course I put highlighter on top because there's a highlighter in the bag. But I wouldn't have gone out of my way to buy this. I'll keep using it because I did like it. And when I mixed it in with the foundation, it didn't add like a glitteriness or anything, just a nice dewiness. Like there's no discernible glitter in here at all whatsoever. I like this. I like this quite a bit. I think it's really pretty. Like it a lot. The next highlight that was in here is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed in the shade Vanilla Quartz. This is how it looks. Does come with the mirror on top. And this is one of the highlighters I had been wanting to try. And someone had actually asked me recently, have I tried this one? And I was like, no, I've been wanting to try this one. It's very, very white. It has like a pink shift iridescency to it. But as you can see, when you move it like this, it looks gray. This is how it looks on my face. And just looking at it in the pan, I can already tell it's going to look gray on my face, like gray, green. And it looked awful, awful on my face. When I first pulled all the products out and tried them on, I was like, oh God, it was like gray. Just, it looked awful. I was happy to wash my face off. This is just not for me. The shade just does not work for my skin tone. It just doesn't look good at all, but it's in there. The next highlighter, the one I'm actually wearing on my face right now, is from Artist Couture. It's the Diamond Glow Powder in the shade Conceited. I've never tried anything from this brand before. The only thing I know about this brand is that Jackie Aina did a collaboration with them. That's all I know. This is the shade right here. This is so truly beautiful. It kind of looks like a little bit more intense version of the, not more intense, just a little bit more of a goldy color of the Coconut Dewdrops. It's a really light gold. It doesn't have any glitter in it whatsoever, and I love it. It looks so gold and shiny on my face, but it also looks kind of wet, I think, like a wet look. Really like this. Super, super fine powder. Blends really easily. Yeah, I liked it. I kind of blended it away there. But that's a nice product. I'm glad that was in there because I've never tried anything from this brand. There was a bronzer in here from Fenty Beauty. It is the Sunstalker bronzer in the shade Shady Biz. I'm wearing this today, and I don't have any blush on top because I kind of went heavy with the bronzer. And I like this. I have been wanting to try the Fenty bronzer just because I really like bronzers. And when I saw the shade range, it kind of looks like they're all orange or like a little bit orangey. And I like orange and red in bronzer, so that appeals to me for sure. The only thing with bags like this is not every product's going to work for every single skin tone. Of course, this is for the more fair-toned people out there. But I like it. I liked it. Blended super easy, didn't stick to any weird parts on my face, even though I had just put foundation on. I didn't set it. It was dewy, it was tacky, and it blended over it easily. Easy peasy. It kind of reminds me of the Tom Ford bronzer formula, and the shade is like a hint darker than the shade Terra that I really like. So I liked this a lot. It was a really high quality bronzer. It's just not anything crazy special where I'm like, that's my favorite bronzer ever, but it's really good. It works. It doesn't stick to my foundation at all and blend it really well. So yeah, I'm happy with that shade too. Did I talk about the Laura Mercier powder yet? This is the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder Glow. No, you know what? It's the highlighter shade, right? Not the powder. You know what's so funny? In the last 2 videos that I recorded already, I was talking about this and I'm just saying I don't like it. I'm not going to open it. I already know I don't like the translucent powder. Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's different. I wonder if it's any different. So, I don't know if you can see it. It's the glow version, not the powder, just the matte powder. I hate that powder. It sucks all the life out of my face. I don't know if you can see it. Do you see this big old swatch I did? It has a very slight sheen to it. You know what? I actually might use this tomorrow. I wonder if it's, I hope it's not the sucking the life out of your face powder, but you know what? I'm going to use this tomorrow. I honestly didn't even know it was the glow one until this moment. And yikes, I forgot to use it, but I didn't know that's what it was because I didn't read. So yeah, well that's in there. And then you get 2 eyeshadow products and a lip. So the lip I did put on, it's from Sephora brand. It's the Ultra Shine Lip Gel in the shade Perfect Nude. I've tried one of these in the past from a Sephora Play Box and I really liked it. It has a really cool like applicator here. It comes with the perfect amount on it. It is a very gel-like formula, not sticky whatsoever. Wears a decent amount of time. It's not sticky at all. Has a really light color to it. Even the super bright pink one that I tried didn't transfer onto my lips like Barbie pink. This is something I'm a really big fan of because I've tried one before in the past and I really like the shade because it's really neutral and nude and, well, nude for my lips. And I really like it. Happy to have that. I always like when Sephora throws one of their own brands in there with all the other high-end brands because it can definitely hold its own with certain products. And then the last 2 are both eye things, and I have both of these on today. They're both very, very similar. The first one is the Charlotte Tilbury Color Chameleon Champagne Diamonds for Blue Eyes. This is one of the full-size products. And this is something that took, this has a learning curve, I think. Because if you get it and you put it on and you try to blend it out right away, you can see that the glitter that's in here will kind of gather up in little chunks and bunch up and not look very good. So I didn't like this at all on first swatch, but once I applied it to my eyes, I got it straight from the stick and I kind of filled in the whole eyelid and I left it, don't touch it at all. And it looks great. It's very, very glittery, straight up glitter. I did kind of get my finger and pull it a little bit here just to kind of, so it wasn't like a harsh line. And same thing on this side, just pull it a little bit. But I found like trying to blend it out, move it around with the brush, it moves the glitter way too much and makes it look really chunky and makes it really gather around in really weird ways. So use it straight from the stick. It's so creamy though, it's not gonna drag or tug whatsoever. The glitter is also so fine in here that it doesn't, you can't feel any grit at all. It's not gonna irritate your eyes to go straight from the stick. It felt really, really good. And then the other thing in here is Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Glass in the shade Sweet Life. I actually thought this was a lip product at first, like a really very glittery lip gloss, but it's a eyeshadow. It's a liquid eyeshadow. Very, very similar effect to the Charlotte Tilbury one, but way more intensely glittery. It looks exactly the same. So I got this and just put it right on top of the Charlotte Tilbury one, straight up full glitter eye, and I really, really like it a lot. This one doesn't dry down as fast. Like the Charlotte Tilbury dries down really quickly, but I don't think that's an issue because you're not going to spend time blending it out because I don't suggest doing that. But the same thing kind of happens with the Tarte one, but not as intense. If you try to blend it out while it's wet, the glitter might not blend out as smoothly. But I found if you give it a second to set, and then if you want to blend a little bit, you know, it'll stay pretty even. But they get the same kind of effect from both of these. But the same thing with this, I just put it on top. I didn't blend or anything. I kind of tapped it in a little part where I put too much. But I just went straight on top, left it like that, dries down really well. And one thing I noticed with both of these, that no matter how hard I was rubbing the swatches, I'm not rubbing it right now because it's still a little tacky, but as hard as I was rubbing them after they set, none of the glitter moved at all. None of the glitter moved away from the swatches, didn't flake off or anything. Obviously, I haven't worn these all day, but I put it through a very rigorous swatch test, and it seemed to perform pretty well. So those are all the products in the bag. Let's recap. Marc Jacobs Dewdrops. I like that. I'm glad it was in the bag to try it. The Fenty bronzer was really nice, really lovely, high, like super high quality formula. The Laura Mercier Glow Powder, I thought this was the regular powder, so I didn't try it, but it's the glow one. I'll definitely give that a try. The Sephora Lip Gel, I already know I like that. The Artist Couture Highlighter, really like this quite a bit. I'm glad it was in the bag. Really like gave me nice exposure to the brand. This Becca Highlight, real big disappointment for me, but the shade is just not for me. It looks gross on my face. Ugh. And then the two eye products in here, as you can see, both glittery, both very similar formula, and not similar formula, similar effect. And that was everything that was in here. So for 45 bucks, I think when you break it down, how much is that? $5? $5.20? 15? 10? 15 cents? Like $5.15-ish cents per product. I think when you break it down like that, it makes it a pretty good like selection of products. Like how many times are you gonna find that Charlotte Tilbury thing for $5, or the sample size of that product for $5? If they were selling these individually for $5.15 on Sephora's website, they'd be sold out all the time. I think when you break it down like that, it seems like a pretty good deal for the products you get. I wish it was a little lower. I want to say under $40. I mean, even $39, like just right under the $40 mark, I think would have been a better appealing price. But for everything you get, I thought it was good. I like getting these sets. I buy them all the time. I think they're always really fun. So that is that. That's my little quick recap of the products. If I press stop and this video doesn't save, I'm not doing it again. It's never going to be seen. But that is that, my friends. Let me know if you got this, if you tried any of these products. I would love to know your thoughts, and I will see you later in another video. Goodbye.